They're pretty. Our family always had an open door. You could always add extra people for a meal, you know, so to spend the night at grandma's or whatever you needed to do. And it's just the way I was brought up, and I love the opportunity to bring people to Jacksonville to stay here. You can just kind of be comfortable and feel at home, and that's what we want. You know, we have a sign above our walkway there that says, "Come as strangers, leave as friends," and that's what we hope for. We want people to make themselves at home here, and we have several return guests, and the town brings them back. You know, I feel like if we can get them here once and get them out and about in town, then it's not just me bringing them back, it's the whole community.
This is the Little Stove, our business. It's a market and eatery, wood-burning pizzas, crafty cocktails, wine bar, and we have a shared office space and Airbnbs up above. There's been a lot of interest recently in people taking these old buildings and bringing them back to their original appearance, just keeping the life of the building going on and bringing new purpose to them. And it's important to our square, but it's as well important to our community. The culinary scene is getting to be quite wonderful, with new chefs coming in town, young and ambitious, and doing stuff that Jacksonville didn't really offer 6 years ago when we first moved here, but it's becoming quite exciting.
Proud Richards is a contemporary American restaurant. We focus on utilizing seasonal, local ingredients from farms in the area. As far as my style of food and cuisine, I'm classically French trained, so most of my influence comes from Western European. I like to do kind of updated, modernized versions of very old dishes.
My name's Abby Kafer, and I've worked at the Soapco Coffee House for 7 years and just took over in June of this year. We offer a lot of specialty coffee drinks like lattes, cappuccinos, several lunch options, and soups in the winter. There's lots of stuff to choose from.
Don's is just, it's been a staple since 1972. We celebrated 40 years this year of my dad owning it from 1982 and beyond, and people kind of joke that we grill everything out on the curb because you can smell it from anywhere else on the square and it kind of draws people in. But I have memories here of 30 years and I can't ever remember a change in our Saturday menu. It's always been the same sandwiches and rotating chili, gumbo, and Irish stew every Saturday.
Sourcing locally grown food is everything to us. That's the philosophy that drives our business. We do everything we can to showcase what's in the area and in season, and our commitment is to quality and freshness, and that just falls in line perfectly with each other. Got these wonderful buns from Abby Kafer at Soapco Coffee Shop. She's been a godsend. It really makes our burger something unique and allows us to do everything from scratch all the way down to the burger blend that we use from Jones. The only thing that we don't make scratch on this burger is American cheese, and that's just because why mess up something that's already perfect?
My best relationship has been with Jones's Meat and Locker. So good that I named one of my pizzas after them, and it's obviously our style of a meat lover's pizza, but they do such a great job with their products that it's easy as my best pizza.
Well, our biggest draw is that we sell locally raised meat and high quality meat.
You can come in and you can ask for whatever you need. We'll cut things to your specifications, and like Terry said, locally grown products is very important to us. So we've been dealing with farmers in the area the whole time we've been in business.
We buy from a few local farmers. They bring it in and it's slaughtered here, and we age it in our cooler and then cut it off right here, so it's not coming from someplace you don't know. And so that's a big advantage.
I think the best advice my dad gave me that I think is so true is just, every opportunity you can give back to your community, do it, because it just seems like every time you do, you get that many more people in to support you, and the things that you do for your community are only going to bring more people in and make overall Jacksonville a better place.
It's funny because, you know, we know one another. It's not a tiny town. I mean, there are about 20,000 people that live in this town. But if you say you're staying at the bed and breakfast, the shopkeepers know who we are. And we know who the shopkeepers are. And we had guests 2 nights ago that did a rendezvous here. I sent them to Proud Richard's restaurant, and I had the ability to call down and find out if we could get kind of quiet seating for them, because they had just a short time to visit together and they needed to be able to talk and hear one another. And it was their beer and burger night, so I figured it would be really loud. But I made accommodations for them, and they worked wonderfully with me to give them the best experience they could have within their restaurant, for me to give them the best experience they could have within my home. So I think that kind of relationship building within the community, but also with them embracing our guests, just makes it a real authentic experience for people coming to town.